Welcome back to 58 Desoto Resto Mod Part 6. And on this episode we'll take a look at the chrome and the re-chroming of the parts. A lot of the parts that were pop metal, I really kind of had to try to look for good used ones or NOS parts. But as you can see by the front end of the car, the bumpers were pretty bad. They're in pretty bad shape. So taking them apart and sending them to a re-chroming shop looked to be the best thing to do. You just weren't going to find used ones out there anymore that were acceptable, at least none that I could find. From the best that I can remember, the front bumper, which was in 3 sections, and the back bumper, which was also in 3 sections, which included the exhaust tips, cost me about $1,800. And I think this was 1987, or 86. I cannot imagine what it would cost now in 2022 with the price of nickel and chrome. And even back then, chrome came from, well, most of it came from Russia. So that was the Cold War then, and goodness knows what's in now. You can see the back bumper along with those exhaust tips, and I did run the exhaust back out through those tips. And in the taillight towers, they were so bad, they were so bubbled up. What I did is I saved them and I put them with the car when I sold it. Instead, I found a set of taillight towers from a 1957, and I moved those onto the car. They weren't too bad. They were a good 10-foot type, but all of that was very expensive and out of my budget. You can see the tips, exhaust tips. They were functional. They had a blank on the inside, and the actual exhaust would go out on the outside. And you can see one of those from the 57. In that light and that exposure, you could see the little pock marks in that chrome, but that was a world of difference better than what you could see on that original set of taillight towers. And you can also see the antenna where I have the car. I have where they originally came, up on the fender. The gentleman I sold it to put antenna on the 2 fins, and I really didn't like that. Anyway, thanks for looking, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.